Hi everybody, this is Crow the Sandler fan here, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review. Today's movie review is going to be on another Muppet movie. It's actually a Muppet movie that I remembered seeing on TV back in 2015, but I watched the whole thing for the very first time with my dad like a few weeks ago, and that movie would be the 1981 film The Great Muppet Caper. So, yeah, like I said, I I've seen bits and pieces of that movie on TV back in 2015 when I was only 9 years old, but I started watching the entire film a few weeks ago with my dad. So basically, what The Great Muppet Caper is about, it's where Kermit, Gonzo, and Fozzie are on a balloon ride, to go to London, England, to solve a jewelry heist. So, and of course, when they show up at London, England, they perform a musical number, where all of the characters sing a song, which is obviously one of the original songs from the movie. Basically, the whole point of the movie is where Kermit and his friends have to solve a mystery where there's where someone stole Lady Holiday's jewelry, and they have to catch the thief and make a whole story about it, like a news story about catching the thief that stole Lady Holiday's jewelries, and that's basically what the plot is. So, my opinion on this movie, when I watched bits and pieces of it when I was 9 years old, I thought the movie was decent, but after I watched the whole thing like a few weeks ago, I thought the movie was pretty good, with decent acting and decent humor and pretty much decent songs. And I thought Jim Henson did a good job reprising his role as Kermit, and Frank Oz did a pretty good job reprising his role as Fozzie Bear and Miss Piggy, and Dave Goelz did pretty good reprising his role as Gonzo the Great. And I thought Kermit was pretty good in the movie. He was pretty good and funny, like in all Muppet movies. Fozzie was pretty good too, and Gonzo was good, and so was Miss Piggy. I thought Miss Piggy was actually really brave in this movie, because at the end of the movie, Miss Piggy, of course, does her famous "Hi-ya!" quote and fights the burglars. And of course, we have some cameos in the movie. Like, I know Sean Cleese has a cameo in this movie. I thought he did a good job making an appearance in that movie, and I thought Peter Falk did a good job making a cameo where he plays this guy at the park who talks to Kermit. I thought Peter Falk did pretty good, and also let's get to Lady Holiday. Lady Holiday was a pretty good character. I thought Diana Rigg did a good job playing her. And then of course we have Lady Holiday's brother, Nicky Holiday, Nicky Holiday turns out to be the jewelry thief, and he's played by Charles Grodin. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Charles Grodin. He was great and funny in Taking Care of Business, and I liked him as the dad in Beethoven 1 and 2, but I did not like Charles Grodin in The Great Muppet Caper. No offense to him, but I thought Nicky Holiday, I never really liked Nicky Holiday Nikki Holiday is not only a weak villain, but kind of a mean-spirited one too. In fact, I did not like the scene where Nikki Holiday framed Miss Piggy by falsely claiming that Miss Piggy was the one that stole Lady Holly's jewelry when she really didn't, and that caused Miss Piggy to be in prison. But thankfully, Miss Piggy escaped and was able to, well, first steal a truck and then steal a motorcycle and take down Nikki Holiday and his goons from robbing the museum. Miss Piggy was very brave for doing that, and there were some funny scenes too. Like, I like the scene where Kermit and Miss Piggy were sneaking into this house where, of course, is owned by Sean Cleese's character owns this house, because we have the scene where Sean Cleese's character and the wife were nothing but minding their own business, eating in the dining room, while Miss Piggy and Kermit were I think like pretending to have a dinner at that house, but they didn't realize that it was actually someone else's house. It was a pretty funny scene, and Sean Cleese was pretty good in the movie, and there's also a funny scene where Fozzie pretends to be a pizza delivery guy, just so he, Kermit, and everyone else can get into the museum to stop the burglars. I thought Fozzie was pretty funny as the pizza delivery guy, and I liked how Fozzie made a very perfect Italian accent when it comes to pretending to be a pizza guy. that was pretty funny and pretty impressive too of Fozzie to impersonate an Italian pizza guy. And I also like the scene where Kermit and Miss Piggy were singing while riding bikes. That was a pretty good scene. And of course, at the end of the movie, Nikki Holiday and his goons are arrested. But then at the end of the movie, Kermit and his friends are on the plane. But then the guy on the plane threw Kermit and his friends out of the plane, and they go parachuting and then singing. That was a pretty good way to end the movie. So yeah, overall, I have nothing else to say about The Great Muppet Caper. It was overall a pretty good Muppet movie with some decent acting and pretty good humor and pretty good songs. It's not the best Muppet movie, but it's still pretty good nonetheless. So for my final rating of The Great Muppet Caper, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 stars. It's a pretty good Muppet movie for what it is. Thank you for listening to my review on The Great Muppet Caper. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is me saying peace out.